Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your new moon in Scorpio on the 8th of November 2018 yoga class. If this is your very first time with us, then a very big welcome to you. If you have any concerns about your mental, emotional, physical health with respect to doing a class, then please do consult your health professional before continuing with the class. We do modifications for any health considerations that may come up as we do each movement as well. So welcome, and we're just starting off with a little bit of an activation here. So just shaking our hands down to the floor, and our activation is generally pretty much the same each time we do it, just to warm us up for the first 10 minutes in preparation for the class so that we can concentrate on the astrology and numerology that's going on for this particular moon that we're having, and then we can work out what we're working towards in the class. So just bring your hands up. If you do have blood pressure, heart conditions, shoulder issues, just keep the hands around about the eye level when we reach up towards the sky throughout the class. Otherwise, you're welcome to come up higher in this position and then around to the side. So yeah, the first thing that I do is talk about how we're going astrologically on the planet at the moment. Going around to the other side, it's a bit of a stretch, just shaking it out. And we're going to bring the legs just a little further apart and go around in a circle in one direction. Keep the head above the waist if you have any concerns about, again, blood pressure, heart condition, vertigo, detached retina, glaucoma, anything like that. That means that you just can't get that head below the waist. Shaking it out. So we have a new moon in Scorpio, and the Scorpio is a very, very powerful emotional sign. And this is all about transformation. This is all about being the phoenix, burning the old you, going down and re-rising from the ashes. Let's go around in the other direction. So it all sounds very dramatic. And I suppose in one way you could look at it like that. But this is a golden opportunity to literally release the old you and start afresh and completely transform parts of yourself into something else. Something that makes you feel more joyous, something that brings you an enormous amount of nurturing and love. Definitely a time to revisit things that you really used to love doing. So just going around in a circle here, just coming around to the sides. Going back to revisiting things that you used to do that you used to really enjoy, that you've sort of let go of for some reason. Old lovers, old flames may come back, or old friends that you used to be quite close to might come back into your life at this time. And they may be sent to you to do that transformation, to heal from something that's still sitting there that you haven't quite worked through yet. And they can be a really quick way to do that because you have a history already. So it makes it really easy to work through that. So just reaching out to the side, feel that beautiful that stretch up the side of the body. So yeah, my piece of paper's turned upside down. So let's just get that paper up the right way so I can see what's happening here. Yeah, so deep transformational process with this new moon in Scorpio. Really awesome opportunity. Let's tap the opposite knee with opposite hand. And the sun and moon are trying in Neptune, which is a really, really beautiful aspect to have. Definitely an awesome time for creativity as well. You can go for your heels back there if you like. I'm getting all of this information, by the way, from Barbara Goldsmith, who does an online reading each fortnight, so you can definitely get a lot more information if you watch her reading. So coming back to the knees. Very smooth and soft energy with this trying with Neptune. Venus is square Pluto, and Pluto, of course, is the ruler of Scorpio. So going around in a circle here. Any obsessions that you've still got, compulsions, any very dysfunctional relationships that you have that you know you really need to let go of, this can be a really, really good time to do that. As I said, think about the phoenix. Let's go the other way. Bursting into flames and releasing the old and growing out of the ashes. So that's what we're doing with this particular set of yoga today. Let's do some infinity symbols with the hips. And we're actually going to do a brand new phoenix meditation at the end, which I'm really excited about, and which will actually allow you to transform things as well. So I'm pretty excited about that one. So let's go the other way. And as I said, with this Venus retrograde until the 16th of November, it's a really good time to go back and revisit something that you used to love. An activity, maybe a hobby, something that you really enjoyed doing but you let go of because life got in the way. So maybe go back and have a look at that again. Jupiter is in the last degree of Scorpio, which is a really good time to let go of old things and memories. Just doing this infinity symbol with your hands in whatever fashion you like. Be a little bit creative here and do whatever feels right for you. And then up to the sky. Okay. Yeah, so definitely a letting go, definitely a massive transformation opportunity coming your way as we move towards the 8th of November. And then, of course, the week or so on either side of that, you still feel the effects of it as well. And then just scooping underneath here, a little bit of a kidney massage there, feeling that nice squeeze as we go around. And Uranus is retrograde into Aries, and that's going to be going on until March. So this is a fairly long duration, and it is definitely a wake-up call. So again, it's looking at how you're doing things, how you're approaching things, and really getting you to shake that up and move it around. So every single aspect that we look at for this particular moon, so just bringing the hands up a little bit higher, just enjoying that little squeeze in the shoulder blades there. Every aspect that we've been working with today and that we will work with is all about this transformation. So you bring the hands up if you know that you're okay to do that. And just reaching around or just keeping the hands a little bit lower. Lovely. So we're going to be doing a really powerful sequence today. The sun sequence, the salutation to the sun, which I know quite a few of you really like. It's a really nice one to do. And that's really going to grow that enthusiasm and that spontaneity and that desire to really just push forward with things and let go. Makes you very dynamic and a lot of clarity and focus as well. So it allows you to really see what it is you really want to be, what it is that you do get joy from, so that you can actually revisit those things. All right, and palms facing away from each other there. And opening up the shoulders and breathing out and then breathing in, reaching back and breathing out and in and out. Just really enjoying a little bit of a stretch. Of course, if you have hernia issues, recent abdominal surgery, thyroid issues, just be very, very gentle with this back bend here. Nice and soft. So we're almost through the activation, which is what we do in Drew Yoga, the type of yoga that I do. And then just step the right foot forwards, hands up, and then bring the right foot back, and then the right foot to the back of the room. So I'll just move this out of the way. And just right foot. Just enjoying that. Just a little bit of a lower back bend there, if that feels okay for you. Lovely. Okay, and then switch to the other side. So we'll call this your left leg. So all the way through the class, I'll be mirroring you. So this is your left side. Make it a little bit easier for you. Okay, and coming back into the middle. I'm just going to put a little. I do apologise, having a little bit of a technical issue there with our notes. Okay, and then if you do have osteoporosis, ankle issues, knee issues, etc., or recent hip surgery, keep your feet on the floor and just do a little shake out the front. If you're okay to bring your foot up, you can grab a wall or a chair if you need to, and just shaking out the front. And then circles with your ankle in one direction, and then in the other. Lovely. Out to the side. bit of a swing, just whatever feels comfortable for you. And then up and around. So yeah, this sequence is a very exciting, dynamic sequence. So let's switch to the other side. It really allows that soul energy within you to just burst out, and that enthusiasm and that creativity. Circles with the ankle, and dynamism. And the other way, resourcefulness, spontaneity. It's got it all, really. Enthusiasm out the side and the back. A little bit of a swing. And then up and around. Lovely. Okay. There's a few little warm-ups that we're going to, little stretches that we're going to be doing. So stand with your feet together and lined up alongside each other there, and then just step your right foot out to the front, but just 1 foot length in the front, and then just gently bend the knees. So you'll feel a little bit of a stretch in the back leg, right down the bottom, at the bottom half of your calf there, down there. Just a little soleus stretch there. I'll just come back to the front so you can see. And then the other foot, coming down. Just feeling the body preparing for the yoga. And then coming back with your feet together again, and then just getting your right foot, doing a decent step out to the front, and then just leaning in and bending that front knee until it comes just above the ankle there, and feeling the stretch in the back leg there. I'll just show you from the side so you can see what we're doing. Decent step, then just lean in, keep the knee behind those toes. Okay, you don't want the knee going too far forwards there. And you'll feel a stretch in that calf muscle at the back. Okay, and then switching to the other side. Stepping forwards, leaning in. Lovely. All right, and then stepping your right foot out to the front, left foot's about 45 degrees behind you there. Turn your body so you're facing your right foot, and then just keep that right leg fairly straight, just leaning down a little bit until you feel the stretch in the back of the front leg, the hamstring area. Again, keep the head above the waist if you have the blood pressure, heart condition, detached retina if you're in your first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, if you're pregnant, glaucoma, any ear, eye, nose, throat issues. Just keeping those in mind if we put our heads below our waist at any point through the class. Just keep your head a little bit higher. Okay, lovely. And then you can easily just walk your hands around to the other side, or come back up and reassess on the other side. Reposition yourself for the other side. Just relaxing into that stretch. And then using your hands to very gently bring yourself back up. Lovely. Okay. The next one we're going to do, you can do on a chair. If the floor's no good, definitely have a chair nearby throughout this yoga class, actually, because there's quite a few modifications on the chair. So you can just put your leg out to the side, just lean forwards a little bit, and you'll feel a bit of a stretch going on your hip adductor. Another option is on the floor on your knee. So coming again, and just have the hands on the floor, lift up the chest, and just stretch that leg out to the side, and you'll feel a stretch in here. And the full version is come up into a squat. Okay, and then switching to the other side. Lifting up the chest there. Okay, lovely. And then we're going to go down to the floor. Again, you don't have to come down onto the floor. So for this one, you can literally sit in the chair, bring your bottom out to the front of the chair, cross your legs, and lean forward. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch in the upper leg, just underneath your buttocks there, the piriformis stretch. So that is one way to do the stretch. And another version, if you're okay to come down to the floor, is you can just cross your legs and bring your hands in underneath and pull forward. If that's not quite strong enough, you can grab your shin, come back down. If that's not strong enough, you can put your ankle on your knee, put your hand between your two legs and either grab behind the thigh or in front of the shin. So just enjoying that stretch. This is actually just a lovely stretch to do by itself without even doing the movements that we need to do with it. And then switching to the other side. Quite a few stretches today in preparation. We're doing 3 beautiful asanas alongside our beautiful salutation to the sun sequence. But also quite powerful. And then the last thing, again, you can do this one standing up, just literally stand against a wall. Put your palms up towards the ceiling if you're standing up, otherwise up towards above your head. And then just allow your hands to come in like you're patting your back and reach the elbows up to the sky or towards the wall behind you. And you'll feel a stretch up the side of your body, up the side of your back on both sides. Bring the hands back up again, breathe in, breathe out, down you go. Feel that stretch. And then very gently rolling over to your side and slowly coming back up. Okay, so we're finally ready for our actual preparing for our sun sequence. So as I said, it's a fairly rigorous one. If you did this sun sequence series 20 times every morning for a month, I would say you'd lose quite a bit of weight and get quite fit. Because it stimulates your inner fire, and it's actually quite a vigorous sequence to do in the first place. I've never actually done that because I'm very pitta. So when you're quite pitta, if you've heard of Ayurveda, it can be a bit tricky to become quite. These rigorous ones can actually make you quite hot. So pick the time of the day if you are someone who is a little bit hot under the collar at times. Pick your time of the day. That's maybe first thing in the morning is the best. When the sun's rising is an awesome time to do it. Okay, so there's a few movements in here we need to look at, just for modifications for anybody who has those health considerations. So there's quite a bit of lifting up, okay, and when we go up, there's a bit of a back bend going on. So you'll notice that I'm coming back a fair bit there. Now, if you have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, you're not going to bring your hands above your head. Hernia issues, recent abdominal surgery, thyroid issues, you're not going to come too far back, okay? And then we're coming to the ground. Again, same thing. Just bring your hands to your knees if you know that you're unable to come to the floor, like I said before. Okay. Then we're going into a runner. Again, the runners can be done on the chair, but I'll show you the runner. You're essentially down like this. You're leaning forwards, palm going up behind you, and then coming up gently in 3 different positions. So the chest, and then we're coming up to the throat, and then up a little bit higher to the eyes. Okay, so if you have hip issues, spinal issues, if you're menstruating your first 3 days, had abdominal surgery, shoulder issues, you're going to go very, very gently on the runner. And if you have breathing issues, best not to come all the way down, okay? And you can modify if your knees are not being very happy at the moment, or if for some reason you're unable to come to the floor, you can do the runner on a chair, okay? And just do the movement in this regard. It's a really good way to do it as well. Then we're going to be heading into, because we're going to come from the runner and we're going to head into the plank, which looks like this. Okay. Now, again, if you have hip, spinal, menstrual, abdominal surgery, shoulder, wrists issues, anything that you know you can't do a plank, just do a cat. Okay. So the cat, just reminding you of what the cat looks like. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Breathe in. When you breathe out, just gently push the tailbone down to the floor and gently create an arch. And at the end, just allow the head just to come down. Then breathing in, start with the tailbone, creating a very gentle arch. What you're doing really is pulling your spine out beyond your head. So it's not overstretching like this, it's more a stretch that way. Okay, and then same, just repeating. So that's what you can do instead of the inclined plane. And then we're going to be going down into the cobra, okay, which looks like this. Your tummy, your belly button will stay on the floor and you'll be looking straight ahead like this. And again, same thing, hip, spinal, menstrual, abdominal surgery, shoulder. Go to the Sphinx instead. So the Sphinx is just another version where you're holding yourself up using your elbows there. And you'll do all the same movements, except your hands will be up here near your eyes, and then when we come up into the cobra, you'll just come up into the Sphinx. Okay. And then we move into the dog. All right. So we come from here. You can go into the cat if you know the dog's not going to work for you. Definitely if you have glaucoma, detached retina, ear, eye, nose, throat issues, if you're pregnant, past your first trimester, even tight hamstrings might not work. Again, obviously shoulder, wrist issues. If you know you're not going to be able to come up, stay in the cat. Hip, spinal, menstrual, abdominal surgery, shoulder, detached retina as well. And then if you can come up into the dog, you literally just curl your toes over and come up. Okay, and then we come back down. So quite a few modifications, and just keep those in mind as we work our way through it and allow it to be quite flowing as we do it. Lovely. It means that everybody can do the sequence, just modifying it at places where they need to modify it. Okay. Now, for this sequence, we're actually going to be standing at the very top of our mat in this position. So when we do all the movements, we go back down that way. I'll do most of the movements from here so you can see what I'm doing, and sometimes I'll go across there. Okay, lovely. So let's get ready for our wonderful sun sequence. So standing at the very top of your mat, down that end, or whichever end you want. In fact, turn your mat around so you're facing your device, so it's easier for you. All right, we're just going to get ourselves into Tadasana. So lifting up your left heel, pivot around until the left heel touches the big toe of the right foot. Okay, so it's like a measure, and then lift it up again and pivot back. So that's about hip width apart. Lovely. And then breathing in, tightening up the knees, breathe out, nice soft knees. Okay, move your awareness up to your hips, pushing forwards, pushing back, and then find that middle ground. Imagine you're holding a bowl of water, nice and safely in your pelvic area here. Move your awareness up to your chest area. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, lifting you up to the sky, and another string attached to your crown, lifting you up. You might feel like your spine is rising as you do this. Lovely. Arms relaxed by your side, chin parallel to the floor. And then breathing in, just rolling the shoulders forwards, and breathing out, rolling them back. In and out. In and out. And in and out. Lovely. And then just breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lifting them up, just a little bit of a tilt with the chin, and breathing out, let it out. Breathe in again, and letting it out. Lovely. And then breathing in, When you breathe out, lift up the pelvic floor. So it's a big muscle underneath here from the front to the back. Just feel like you're just squeezing it like a kaleidoscope. Just a nice squeezing up. Just a gentle one, probably about 10% of a squeeze there. All right. Okay, so if you're comfortable with this, closing your eyes for a few moments while we settle into the beautiful sun sequence. So closing your eyes or gazing very softly at the floor if you prefer. Imagine that you've been out for a very, very early morning walk. You're down the coast, the east coast of whatever continent you're on at the moment. And you've been out quite early, before the sunrise. It's a very brisk morning. You're feeling quite energized. And you're walking along the beach. And you turn out towards the water. And you notice that the sun is just starting to come up over the horizon. And you decide you're going to harness the energy of the sun, this dynamism, this enthusiasm, spontaneity, and clarity and focus, and emotional balance. So you decide to do the salutation to the sun. You take off your shoes if you had shoes on, and you place your feet on the nice, fresh, cool sand. You prepare yourself for the sun sequence. You gently open up your eyes. And then you breathe in and your hands come up. We'll do the modified version first. And breathing out, just coming to the knees for the modified. And breathing in, gentle curl up with the spine. Up high if you know you're okay to do that. And breathing out, back down. You can come all the way to the floor if that's comfortable for you. Curling up. Breathing in. Feel like you're basking in that tiny little slither of sunlight that's coming up over the horizon. Breathing in. And out. Really feeling yourself there at that beach. Gazing out, feeling the waves, hearing the waves, smelling the ocean. This time we're going to leave our hands down on the floor. So come all the way down. Leave your hands on the floor and then allow your left leg to go out behind. Coming into a gentle runner here. You can use a chair if you need to. Breathing out, palms faced up behind you. Breathing in. Bring yourself up, just up so that your hands are up and around about your chest area. Breathing out and in. A little bit higher to the throat. Breathing out and in. Up to the eyes. And this time, bring the hands down on either side of your right foot there and bring yourself into a cat. And if you feel comfortable with it, you can go into the runner. Feel the dynamism and the energy of this. I'm not the runner, sorry, the plank. And then gently coming down, preparing yourself for the Sphinx or the Cobra. If you're doing the Sphinx, bring the hands up to in line with your eyes. If you're doing the Cobra, bring the hands in underneath the shoulders. Breathing in. When you breathe out, engage your core and push your pelvis into the floor. Imagine a mini new moon in Scorpio at the base of your spine, about to walk its way up your spine. Breathing in, create a hollow at the base of the spine. Gently walk the hollow up the spine. When it gets about halfway, imagine you're pushing a marble away with your nose. Coming up, keeping the navel on the floor if you're going into the Cobra. Looking straight ahead with your face and your eyes, and then looking up with just your eyes, engaging your Ajna chakra, and then looking forwards, breathing out, coming back down, then going into your cat, and you can maintain the cat if you like, or curl your toes up and get ready for your dog. Then breathing in, up comes the bottom, and breathing out, just resting the heels on the floor behind you. If they don't quite make it to the floor, you can bring your feet a little further away from each other and a little bit closer to your hands. And that should allow yourself to, I've got a bug flying just around my face. Allow you to come into a nice, steady dog pose. And this is a fantastic posture for releasing, letting go. With every out breath, just let go. Let go of all the things that no longer serve you, all of the behaviours, obsessions and compulsions, toxic relationships. And then gently coming back down, and this time allowing the right foot to go out behind you, and breathing out, palms faced up. Breathing in just to the chest, breathe out, and in, throat, and out, and in up to the eyes, and out again. This time place the hands on either side of the left foot, curl up the back toes, and bring both feet back to where they were at the beginning. Then curling up, up we go, and down. Breathing in, up we go, and out. Breathing in, taking yourself back to that beach, experiencing that incredible energy, the sun rising just a little bit more with every breath. Breathing in, starting to feel that dynamism flowing through you, coming back into Namaste. Closing your eyes for a moment if you like, preparing yourself for the other side. Smelling the ocean, feeling the energy, the powerful force of the ocean, feeling that spontaneity rushing through your bloodstream, through your veins. And breathing in, up the hands go again. Very slight back bend, breathing out. Breathing in, slowly curling up and out. Breathing in and out. And one more time, breathing in and out. This time, allow the hands to stay on the floor. Let the right foot go out behind you. Breathing out, palms faced up. Breathing in just to the chest and out. And in to the throat and out. Into the eyes and out. Hands on either side of your left foot, moving yourself into the cat, and if you like, into the plank, or just staying in the cat. This is our last plank for the day, I promise. And then gently down, preparing yourself for either the Sphinx, hands near the eyes, or the Cobra, hands underneath the shoulders, breathing in. When you breathe out, engage the core, push the pelvis into the floor. Imagine that mini moon at the base of your spine. Breathing in, create the hollow. Allow the mini moon to start to walk up the hollow. When it gets halfway up your spine, push that marble away with your nose. Keeping the navel on the floor if you're in the Cobra. Looking straight ahead with your face and your eyes. Then looking up with just your eyes. Feel yourself moving forward, having clarity and focus. And breathing out. Coming up into your cat, and if you are feeling comfortable with it and able, moving into your dog. So curling up the back toes, pushing up with an in-breath, and down, resting the heels on the floor again. The feet can come a little further apart and a little bit closer to your hands. Really pushing that buttocks up to the sky. Imagine there's a string at the base of your spine, lifting you up to the sky. With every out-breath, just breathing it out, releasing. And back down, and allowing the right foot to come to the front. Breathing out and in, out, into the throat and out, and into the eyes. And then bring both hands on either side of the right foot, curling up the back toes. Bring the feet back up together where you started. Breathing in, gently coming up and down. Excuse me. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And coming up, breathing in. And hands back into Namaste. Breathe in. When you breathe out, allow the right hand to go under, left hand to stay on top. So your right palm's faced up. Breathe in again, opening up the arms. So your right palm's faced up, your left palm's face down. We're going to go around in a circle to your right. Okay, 3 times. And we're going to say a Sanskrit mantra. It's the only sequence that you actually say a Sanskrit mantra in the general teaching regime. And this is a salutation to the sun that really allows you to bring that energy in, to really harness that energy. You're welcome to sing along with me, to say the words along with me, or just mumble them, or whatever works for you. So big breath in, and I'll just say the words first. It's Om Shri Suryara Namaha. Okay, and as I said, you can just mumble along with me if you like. So breathing in, and around we go to the right. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. And then pausing for a moment, take a breath. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. And then one more time, breathe in. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. Bring the hands in, breathe in and out. Just relax the hands. Close your eyes if you like. Take yourself back to that ocean. The sun has really started to rise up now. You're feeling the power, the energy, the dynamism, the spontaneity, that enthusiasm. Incredible balance and clarity and focus. Feeling it rushing through your veins, rushing through your nervous system, enabling you to move through this incredible transformation that you have the potential to accomplish over this next week or two. And then gently opening your eyes, and then just releasing your mudra, having a little drink of water. Hope you enjoyed your sun sequence, and of course you can do it as many times as you like over the next week or so. Now we're moving into 3 lovely asanas that are sort of interrelated with each other. So the first one, again, you can do this on the chair, not a problem, literally just sitting on the chair and allowing yourself to lean forwards. Just like this, basically. You'll be leaning forwards to whatever level works for you. on the chair. And in fact, same with the other two asanas can be done on the chair as well. So to prepare yourself, bring your heels so they're all the way at the end of your mat up here. Then grab your mat and just rolling it all the way up until it comes to your buttocks. And then just wriggling your buttocks so that half of it's on the mat and half of it's off the mat. Okay, so you've now tilted your pelvis a little bit forwards. It used to be up like that. So that actually just takes a lot of the stress off the legs and the lower back when we go into this movement. If you have really tight hamstrings, put a little pillow or rolled up mat underneath your knees. If you do have a slip disc, sciatica, use the chair if you've got quite profound sciatica. Spinal issues, go nice and gently. Hip, knee and hamstring issues and pregnant, again, go nice and gently with this one. So allow your hands to come up to your chest and then moving forward. So gently, just a very soft one first, and let your hands hover on either side of your legs. Excuse me. As you come back up to the chest. Breathing out, lean forwards, let the hands come forwards. And then as you breathe in, the hands hover up the sides of the legs, back up to the chest. Breathing out. Each time you're welcome to come just a little bit lower, closer to your legs if that feels comfortable for you. Breathing out as you lean forwards. And breathing in as you gently allow your hands to hover up the sides of your legs. Breathing out. And in. And out. And in. And in, and you can say the affirmation, as I let go, I find freedom in my life. Coming back up into your heart, breathing out, as I let go, I find freedom in my life. And one more time, as I let go, I find freedom in my life. And then just allowing your hands just to come down wherever they feel comfortable, knees, shins, ankles, feet, wherever you can reach to. And just settling into the stretch. With each out breath, seeing if you can come just a tiny bit closer to your legs without overstraining yourself there. Feel yourself filling up with courage and strength, a feeling of safety, and a very profound feeling of peace with the past. Being able to let go of those things we were talking about before. And very gently bringing yourself back up to a sitting position. And maintain this position. I'm just going to turn around to the front so it's a little bit easier to see what it is I'm doing. And I'll just use a pillow instead of the rolled up blanket for this little section. So if you are using a pillow, just have again half of your bottom on the pillow, half of your bottom off. Okay, so for this one, it's very similar to what we just did. Bring your left leg up, if that's okay for you, into this position. Now, if you have spinal, knee or hip issues, definitely do this one gently. Short hamstrings, same thing. You can put something underneath your knee to give you that little bit of support. If you have acute lumbar issues, sciatica, or a hip replacement, you're not going to do this position. Okay, you can go back to the sitting forward bend or even on the chair, the one that we just did, and doing it on the chair if you need to. If you're pregnant, you know how far you can go, so just go wherever that feels comfortable for you. All right, so if you are okay to do this bit, bend the knee in, bring the foot in close to your thigh, and turn your torso so that you're essentially facing the direction of the outstretched leg. And we're going to do the same movement. Okay, so we breathe in, breathing out, gently reaching over. Now start this off nice and slow because the whole body's going to be like, whoa, where are you taking me here? Breathing in, hovering up the side of the leg again. Breathing out. And back in. And just coming to whatever distance works for you here. Breathing out. And in. Really move into this movement. Just allow it to happen. Allow your breath to have your hands moving out. And then the in-breath, you're slowly coming back up. Start to feel yourself moving into a profound sense of stillness. Physical and mental surrender. And acceptance and appreciation of your body as well. Exactly as it is at this time. And one more time. And just allowing your hands just to rest somewhere down along your leg. And with every out breath, just allowing yourself to see if you can just move a little bit closer towards your thigh, but always maintaining just a gentle stretch, not overstretching at any point. And then gently walking yourself back up. It's a really beautiful one to do, so you're welcome to rewind and go through that again. And same with the other side. So let's now put the left leg up, resting it into the right thigh, and have the left leg outstretched. Now this will feel completely different to the other side, most likely, unless you do a lot of balance work and you do a lot of even sort of workouts and things like that. It'll feel completely different. So turn your torso to face the direction of your outstretched leg. Same thing, breathing in and breathing out. Down we go. Nice and gentle. Breathing in, coming up and out. And take your time. As I said, this might be completely different. You might find this more stretchy on this side or less stretchy. And you might be finding it's your bent leg that's actually causing you the restriction there. Breathing in, start to come into a rhythm. Breathing out. And in. And out. And this time just allowing your hands to come down and resting wherever it feels comfortable along your leg. And gently walking the hands back up. Lovely. Now this next asana, the very last asana before we go into our beautiful deep relaxation, excuse me, again definitely can be done on the chair, and I'll show you that first. It's actually a really lovely one to do on the chair. I'll show you from the side because that's the easiest way to describe it. You literally cross your legs, okay, grab the leg with the opposite hand, so the leg on top with your opposite hand, and then stretch in the opposite direction to where the leg's going. And you can grab the back of the chair and just keep your chest nice and high. So that's a really good option. And of course, switch to the other side when we go to the other side. It's a lovely little stretch. Otherwise, you're welcome to come down onto the floor. If you do have a hernia issue, you've had recent abdominal surgery, spinal disc issues, again, if you're pregnant, or if you have a very full stomach, you can just do that activation that we did at the beginning, just a little bit of standing up spinal twists instead of doing the full movement. I would strongly suggest that you have a little pillow or something beside you. So just putting the pillow on your right side at the start, and we're just going to flop across to the right side. So you're kneeling, and then you sit your bottom on the pillow, okay? And your left leg comes up, and you place your foot in front of you, hard up against your right knee, and then grab your leg with your right hand and just hold onto your thigh if you can, and then breathing in, lift the left hand up, and then let the left hand rest on the floor behind you, looking out behind you. I'll show you that from the other side so you can see what my hands are doing. So you can go into it if you've sussed it out, and you can enjoy the stretch while I'm still demoing here. Lifting up, lift your whole sternum up, lift your whole spine up to the sky, and then hand behind, and then gazing out behind you. Just really enjoying that stretch. Feel the self-empowerment, the creativity, a bit more of a flexible outlook on life, and growth opportunities seen from challenges. Okay, and then coming back into the middle, and we're going to switch to the other side. So for you, that will be moving across to the left. So flopping your bottom down, right leg on top, left hand here, lifting up your sternum, lifting up your chest, and then hand on the floor and reaching around. I'm actually due for the other side, so I'll just flip over while you guys are stretching there. And then coming back into the middle. It's now time for your deep relaxation. So you'll be laying flat on the floor on your back. If you know the floor's not going to work, please do get a chair and just sit comfortably on the chair, making sure your feet are in contact with the floor. Otherwise, remove any peaky tails or anything, just so that you can comfortably lay on the floor. Preferably nothing under your head, but if you do know that you're going to need something under your head, just use a very thin folded up blanket or something to that effect. And arms out by your side, palms faced up. Tucking your chin in just a little bit so that you have a lovely long neck. Allow your spine just to have its natural curvature. And give yourself permission to deeply relax here. The deep relaxation is obviously to feel fantastic, to relax, but it's also to allow the energy of the sequence and the 3 asanas that we just did to actually become a part of your being for the next week or so. So it allows you to absorb that energy. It gives you that time to let it settle into your body. So it's lovely for that. Just allowing your feet just to flop out to the side, spine into its natural position, arms out by your side, palms faced up. Tuck the chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. And closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or gazing very softly if you prefer. And then moving your awareness all the way down your torso, down your legs, and all the way down to your feet and your toes. Breathing in, squeezing the feet and the toes. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes away from the body. Feeling that big stretch out. Stretching the shins. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, pushing the heels away from the body. The toes up towards the chest. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the knees. Breathing in, gently pushing the knees down in towards the floor. Feel the quads engaging to do this. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit off the floor towards the sky. Breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing the lower part of your back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between your lower back and the floor. And breathing out, release. Keep the awareness in the lower back, breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the front of the torso. Breathing in, squeezing the abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. Nice big squeeze, big breath in. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, squeeze the shoulder blades together underneath your body. Big breath in, big stretch. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion, breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor and pushing the chest down in towards the floor. Nice big stretch across the shoulders. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across the shoulders and down the arms, all the way down to the hands and fingertips. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, releasing your gentle fist. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands and lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. Then breathing out, releasing your fist and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, down towards the floor, and even a little further around. And turn the palms back in towards the body and up towards the sky, and even a little bit beyond. And breathing out, releasing your arms and your hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness back up the arms and up to the neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. Without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. Open the mouth really wide, do a lovely big yawn. And pointing the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, and around in the other direction. Place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push your eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of your mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. Allow all the facial muscles to melt into the floor. Move your awareness around to just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining that you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely squeeze. And breathing out, release. Then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. Move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. Request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium, or fast. And then allowing this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all of the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming into your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw. You can see all the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, down your neck, into your right lung. Vacuuming down your right arm into your right hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder. Vacuuming across to your left shoulder, down your left arm, into your left hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung. Vacuuming into your heart. And vacuuming into your stomach. Then vacuuming into your pancreas, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Down into your bowels, into your lower pelvic organs. Vacuuming into your left hip, your right hip, down your right knee, leg, all the way down to your right knee, down to your right foot and toes. And vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks, across to your left buttocks. Vacuuming down your left leg through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now being created by cleansing and vacuuming away all of the effects of fear from your body be filled up with beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful, bright, white, healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles in all of your left leg. The vacuum tube moves to the right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles in all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand. As you breathe in, beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles to all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine, working its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I am balance. I am enthusiasm. I am clarity. I am focus. I am safe. All is well. I am balance. I am enthusiasm. I am clarity. I am focus. I am safe. All is well. I am balance. I am enthusiasm. I am clarity. I am focus. I am safe. All is well. And allow that affirmation to sit with that affirmation for a few moments. And then move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in, and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball and works its way into the crown of your head. As you breathe out, this beautiful golden light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and your fingertips, showering down your torso through your pelvis, showering down your legs through your knees, showering all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor, your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, the back of your head. You start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. You very gently bring your knees up to your chest. Give them a big hug with your arms and gently sway from side to side, around in a circle in one direction and around in the other direction. Then very gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm. And using this very important moment to consolidate what we've done so far in this class. Our beautiful sun sequence. Allow the solar energy within to be enhanced, dynamic creativity expressed, resourcefulness, spontaneity, enthusiasm, balance, emotional and mental balance, clarity and focus, an opening in your chest and bringing you totally into the present moment. And then our sitting forward bend brought courage to what it is we're about to do, our transformation, a sense of safety and peace with the past so that we can let go of the things that we know we need to let go of at this time. Burn the old and rise from the ashes. The head to knee posture brought profound stillness and physical and mental surrender and acceptance and appreciation of our bodies exactly as they are. Sitting spinal twist, our last asana that we did, brings gratitude, generosity, self-empowerment, creativity, a flexible outlook on life and growth opportunities seen from challenges. And of course our beautiful deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated our entire body and entire mind in preparation for the meditation we're about to do and for our week to come. And imagining yourself sitting in the upright position before you move, and then keeping your eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into a sitting position. And then rubbing those palms together, creating a nice warmth between the palms. And allowing those nice warm palms to place over your closed eyes. And then allowing the eyes to open in that nice, warm, safe place. And then gently tapping your forehead, your temple, your chin and your jaw, back up to the top of your head, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest, the side of your body, your thighs and knees and your buttocks. Shaking out the side. Breathing in, reaching up. And breathing out. Release. I hope you enjoyed that deep relaxation. And we'll move straight into a little bit of pranayama, some breathing techniques, and then we'll do our beautiful 10-minute Phoenix meditation. So for the pranayama, we'll do our deep yogic breath first. So just placing one hand on your abdomen area and then another hand up on your chest, and breathing in. Imagine you're filling up your abdomen with air. So expand the abdomen, then the chest, then the upper chest. Pause, and breathing out, empty the abdomen, the tummy, your chest, and your lower, and then your upper chest. So breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and breathing out, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out, tummy, chest, and upper chest, release. If you have dizziness or low blood pressure, you would be best to continue with what we were just doing, the deep yogic breath. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to move on to the alternate nostril breath. So bring your right hand up, place your middle finger right between your eyebrows, your little finger up against your left nostril and your thumb up against your right nostril, and then your left hand comes up to support your elbow there and sitting up nice and tall. I'll just switch over so I can do it with you. And then checking that you can breathe independently out of both nostrils there. And then blocking off your left nostril, breathe in through the right. Imagine you're filling that tummy up. So expand the abdomen. Pause, switch fingers, and then breathe out the left. Pause. Breathing in the left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through the right. Pause. In through the right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through the left. Pause. In through the left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through the right. Pause. In through the right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out in the left. Pause. In on the left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out to the right. Pause. In to the right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out to the left. Pause. Into the left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out to the right. Pause. Into the right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out to the left. Pause. Into the left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out to the right. And just releasing that position. You'll be feeling a little bit airy. This balances your left and right hemispheres in your brain, allows you to really focus during meditation. Really good for anxiety, unsteady mind and anger as well. Sinus issues, headaches, good for that. Okay, so now we're going to do our meditation. It's going to be a 10-minute meditation. Sitting nice and comfortably either on the floor or on a chair. Checking that your spine's nice and upright. And it's going into the mudra of wisdom, so the thumbs and the pointer fingers touching. You can have palms faced up, face down, or you can bring them to one of your chakras if that feels more comfortable for you. And closing your eyes if you're okay with that, or just gazing very softly at the floor. We'll settle the body first before we go into the full meditation. So breathing in, move your awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. As you breathe out, allow your whole lower body to sink down into the earth below. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your lower pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, allow your whole torso to sink down into the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingertips. See if you can feel the buzziness between your pointer fingers and your thumbs. See if you can feel an energy there. And as you breathe out, resting and settling into that energy. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingers, your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders, arms and hands to rest in the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head, the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, allow your head, neck and spine to sink down into the sitting position. Take yourself into the middle of a deep, dark forest. But this forest is friendly. You feel very safe. You feel very much at home. And you are a phoenix, a beautiful big bird, standing on a nice big rock in the middle of a small clearing. And it is the middle of the night. There's trees around you, animals around you protecting you and nurturing you and supporting you through this transformation. And you decide that it's time. It's time to burn the old and rise from the ashes. And move your awareness down to your base chakra, the beautiful ruby red chakra at the very base of your body. And you see all the issues you've been holding on to around your safety, your security, all of your fears of not being safe, not having enough money or enough physical safety, and all of your habits and compulsions around this. You breathe in oxygen into this chakra. As you breathe out, it lights up in fire, burning inside of you, burning away all of the old, all the things that no longer support you. As this blaze continues, you move your awareness up to your sacral chakra, beautiful crystal orange color behind your navel. You see the relationships, the toxic relationships that are no longer working. And again, you breathe in, you give oxygen to this concoction. And as you breathe out, the fuse lights and all of those toxic relationships become ablaze, burning fire in your sacral chakra. You move your awareness up to your solar plexus. Notice all the issues you've been having around standing in your own power, feeling empowered. All the disempowering things you're doing, the habits, the compulsions, the addictions. You breathe in, you give oxygen to this concoction. As you breathe out, the fuse is lit and your base 3 chakras are ablaze, burning away all of the old that you no longer require. Move to your heart chakra. all the grief and loss and sadness you've been holding on to for years and years. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, the fire begins. The blaze becomes great. Move up to your throat chakra, all of the things you wish you said. Some of the things you said that you wish you didn't say. All of your thoughts that have been plaguing you. All of your self-talk that's toxic. Breathing in, giving it oxygen. Breathing out, sparking the oxygen. Putting it ablaze. Into your third eye, you now can see all the obstacles that were in your way, all the sabotage, all the issues you put in front of you so that you didn't have to excel, you didn't have to try, didn't have to move forward, you didn't have to become the person you are here to be, that you're meant to be. Breathing in, give it oxygen. And as you breathe out, allow it to come ablaze. And as the phoenix stands there, you breathe in, you give the whole body oxygen. As you breathe out, the whole thing combusts. And the reflection of this bright light reflects on all of the trees around you. Feel yourself growing up from the ashes, brand new, sparkling, energized, filled with enthusiasm and spontaneity, everything fresh, everything new. Allow yourself to sit there in that freshness, in that newness, for a few moments. And then breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, your upper torso, middle torso, pelvic area. As you breathe out, allow the whole upper body to come back into this room, into this present place in time. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. And as you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. Then gently opening your eyes, releasing your mudra. Give yourself a little tap if you need to. Wake yourself up. Bit of a shake. Big breath in. And breathing out. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that Phoenix meditation, the transformation, the burning of the old and coming into the new. And please give me your feedback, any positive feedback or constructive criticism I very much welcome. And please do share this with whoever you know that you think might enjoy doing some yoga or benefit from some yoga, particularly those who can't make it to a class for whatever reason. So I hope you have a beautiful new moon in Scorpio on the 8th of November, and I look forward to seeing you for our full moon coming up in a few weeks' time. And until then, namaste.